into a special race edition of Captain TV as we are here tonight at Martinsville Speedway for Blown Piston Racing League. Of course, a week away from their big season opener coming up in the Cup car this season. The Clash Series, the Xfinity car, that has been put aside. And tonight in this season, you will see Cup racing here on Sunday nights on Captain TV as part of this series. Well, that's the kind of fun it's going to be, especially with an open setup Cup Series coming up here starting next Sunday night at Talladega. But tonight we are at the Paperclip here. Martinsville Speedway wanted to get this out on the air because wanted to help our good buddies out, and we want to definitely build this thing up as they got a great field here getting ready to go racing here this evening. Just a quick 120 lap race for the evening, but going to be a quick one and should be a fun one when it's all over with, as we welcome you again to Martinsville Speedway for the Blown Piston League recruiting race presented by iHeart Radio at the Paperclip Martinsville Speedway. Of course, the Cup race, I believe, just ended just a little bit ago, or if not just ended. But we are getting ready for some of our own type of Cup racing here for 120 laps around the Paperclip half-mile oval. 67 degrees, 70 degrees down on track. Should be a pretty fun evening of short track racing here on a Sunday night. Cars are on track right now qualifying. Casey Duncan on the track. Let's look Donald Stewart here in the Remington number 78 right now, and we'll throw the ticker up across the board right now and see where everybody is in qualifying. Right now, Blade Timmons, a 1951, is on the pole. Donald going to cross the line right now, and a 20.4, so a 15th fastest right now for him. Let's go over here to Andrew Mraz. This dude here is going to have some speed. Andrew, one of the faster drivers in this series, and looking to bounce back after not the best of chases last season at the end of the season, as he had to step away for a week for some family stuff, and came back and competed but was not able to get into the championship four. But Andrew definitely going to be a competitive person as he takes that, I'm going to call that a test car, we'll say, since it's a recruiting race, number 28. Ford Mustang off of turn 4, his first lap. Letting those tires heat up a little bit. How about P2? 19.61 as he goes up the track, and that's going to be it. One and done for him. So Timmons is going to be the pole sitter unless somebody else can throw a burner down here in the next minute or so. And we shall go racing here in just a couple of minutes again from the Paperclip of Martinsville Speedway. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. I know this wasn't really a planned broadcast. It was one of those things where I decided, kind of last minute, let's put this together and have fun and make this all work out for everybody. And like I said, love to get some other cool drivers in the series. This is a very fun series to be a part of, and would love to see Scott and Lauren, who put so much hard work into this thing, succeed with the Blown Piston Racing League as always. So, of course, next week, Talladega Super Speedway will start Friday night in the Truck Series. And Sunday night will be the Cup Series at Talladega. There'll be tons of sponsorships and so on and so forth, and we'll get that all worked out throughout the week for the series with prizes and so much more, and expecting a really big field for that Talladega opener next week. So looking forward to our first full season of racing in this Cup Series coming up, and also the Truck Series for Blown Piston Racing League. BPRL, the shorter version of the league. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for this league race, or not league race, recruiting race, I should say. As let's start from the top, shall we? Right there. Blade Timmons on the pole. The Carolina driver in 1951 will start P1 alongside Andrew Mraz. Anthony Keys and Jason Branch, third and fourth. Mike Bruno, Casey Barlow will start in the fifth and sixth position. Casey Duncan, Sam Quadros in row number 4. Eric Davis, Scott Wise, the one of the boss men of the series, starting in the 9th and 10th position. Cole Gray, Chris Kameyer will start in 11th and 12th. Row number 7, Anthony Hanley, the Georgia driver, alongside Mason Hannell out of New York. Aaron Tribble, Don Bellerby, the Pennsylvania driver, 16th. Donald Stewart and Paul Turner, 17th and 18th. 19th and 20th, Tim Marlowe, and Lauren's not actually racing. She is actually an admin, I believe, tonight. Cody Porter and Cleanest LaBeouf. I don't know if there's any relation to Shyla, but I doubt it. We'll start 22nd. Tristan Millette and Roger Rios will there in 23rd, 24th, 25th. Justin Starnes and Brandon Duncanson. And that shall be it for the starting lineup.
Yeah, they will be out this week. We're waiting on a
So they will roll off for 120 laps of racing here in just a second. Just checking something on the screen here really quickly. Looks like a couple cars got EOL penalties. I don't think it's by a penalty more than just they asked. Normally, I don't think they give EOL penalties in the race, but this is a recruiting race and more of a fun race tonight, so that's going to allow those guys to go ahead and move to the back as the field will roll off here any minute. We're past the 2-minute mark. There we go. They're going to start to roll off here for, again, 120 laps of short track racing here as this race will probably end under the lights before this thing's over with. Take a look at the weather this evening. 67 degrees, 69 down on the track. Again, that'll get cooler as we go into the evening. As you see, it's a little after 8 o'clock Eastern time in Martinsville on the 15th of May, which is the default date that iRacing uses for all their races. Track map is all set up there, ready to go. Of course, you just got done watching the rain-delayed Martinsville race complete for the Cup Series. I won't ruin anything in case somebody hasn't seen it yet, so whoever won the race, I won't say. But either way, we are going to get some great racing here in Martinsville. Pace car is pulled off to the left there. One long pit road here at this paperclip half-mile short track as we get ready to do some racing in the Blown Piston Racing League. Recruiting racing presented by iHeart Radio, green in Martinsville. Oh, and Andrew Bass spins the tires over here. And wrecking. That's not pretty. That'll bring out the caution real quick. Unfortunately, that is not how you start a short track race. But sometimes that happens. Jason Branch involved. Let's go look at the replay here and what transpires. Looks like Mraz spins the tires, and it just piles them up. You know, unless something else transpired and I didn't see it, but that's what it looks like on my end. Just looking at the replay. Let's watch it again. Let's go on board with the 28. Something did not go right there. Either way, caution is out. So it looks like a lot of cars did not start this race. So only 19 in the field. And just a simple mistake that's kind of easy to do here at Martinsville. You start in the wrong gear, you can spin the tires, and these gears are so, it's all just from the getting off the corner and max speed and stuff. It should be a quick yellow here. Short track yellows are really quick. I mean, pace laps around here at about 40 seconds. Everybody will be able to get to pit road. They have 2 resets to use tonight, and I believe they're limited on tires, probably 2 sets. As pace car lights will go off, we'll go back racing here. That must be, that would make sense then why the screw up on the restart. 43 did not go on green, which I believe is the rule in the league, if I remember correctly. So I'm sorry. I'll have to look at the rules again, but I believe you're able to start once the pace car pulls off, I believe. So, but the start of the race has to be on the green, and Blaine went early because of that, and that's what caused the issue. So now it makes more sense why that wreck happened. So, anyways, back to racing here. Blaine goes on the green flag, and he spins the tires and goes to the wall. And that's going to put Anthony Keys into the lead with teammate Casey Duncan up to second. 3 wide off 2. Andrew Mraz playing the ping pong and gives up the 2 spots. Oh, and now into the Andrew Mraz goes Scott Wise. And second caution comes out. And second caution out. Well, let's see what transpires here. So starts with the poles that are spinning the tires and going to the inside wall. Scott goes Wise off turn 2. And that puts these guys in a 3-wide predicament. And then I think Scott just gooses it probably off the corner here, the colder tires. And that's exactly what transpires. Andrew into the wall. And caution out for the second time this evening. Let's go and look at it one more time here. You want to start in third gear. So what you're hearing there, and you're not going to hear on this during a race season race, but Lauren and I actually have set up a channel this season amongst each other where we can communicate through iRacing. And my experience in running Martinsville and iRacing is you want to start in third gear, actually, on a restart, not first or second. Like, the only 2 gears you need tonight are third and fourth. And that's what they're discussing here. So that's what I just do a chat in there real quick and said, hey, third gear probably is best tonight. So hopefully they'll understand that. And if you don't run this car, it's really easy to do. But the thing about it is a truck, an Xfinity car, whatever, you want to start in third gear on this track. Now, real life, I don't think they start third. I think they start second. But just because we're not as experienced in this level of racing, most of us, second gear is probably your best, or third gear is probably your best option. So we'll get one to go this time by and go back racing here at lap 14, likely. As pace car lights are off. And I think I just realized why that's happening. Forgive me for a second here. I got to fix something. Casey has always had a sponsor on his car, and that is why I have Hyde number cars on from last night when I was racing. So we should get some updated sponsors here. Give me a second here. This is part of the program I use to load paint schemes on. Nope, Casey's still got a blank green car. There we go. All right, here we go. Pace car pulls off as Keys leads him back to the green. Duncan, Bruno, Hanel, Barlow, Gray, your top 6 as they go to turn 1. Well, I'm saying so far so good, but the 19 and 18 are leaning on each other. Now the 18 gets punted twice by the 26. Reason why you're seeing these cars blank or flash to that different white color into a different paint scheme is because I have a program called Better Trading Paints. It uploads their paint schemes at the spot, and what I did was updated. Oh, it's the 43 is going to get turned by the 24. That's going to bring the caution out. Casey Barlow into... I don't see anybody in the 43, so unfortunately their numbers don't match my deal. Looks like it's Don Bellerby, maybe? Or Chris Kameyer. One of the two. It is not Kameyer. It is not Bellerby. It is Mason Hanel. That is the 43 car. When it loaded the paints up, it loaded everybody's pro paints. If they're running one, that's what it loads up first and then goes to the other paints on Trading Paints. So that's why you saw that change here. Let's go on board with Cam Myers. He's going to see this wreck happen in front of him. You see the 43 car up there at the top of the screen, basically. Oh, brake lock there. 21 drives way too deep in there. Oh, and hello. And third caution of the night. All right, let's we'll look at one more time. This time we'll look at Mason, who gets turned out of the 24 here. There's the contact and goes around. Look at the 43 do a nice job to miss. Gets clipped by a couple of cars. And caution out for the third time in the race. And get with 2 resets, some of these cars that get multiple incidents and stuff like that will obviously not finish this race, so they got to be very careful if they want to try to get out here and win this thing and impress some of the league members and admins to get invited into the league. All right, pace car going to pull off, and we'll go back racing here at lap number 21. Good restart by both Bruno and Keys. Matter of fact, Bruno gets a really good start in that gearhead car. But Keys going to control it down to turn number 1. Crossover by Bruno, though. He's going to make a run for it to the inside. Keys doing a good job sending it into the corner. Bruno's doing a good job bringing it off the corner. Battle back here for fourth. Blade Timmons, a pole sitter, back to the inside of the 022 of Jason Branch. Branch gets a little loose at 17. A Duncan goes around now. And fourth caution. Let's watch what happens to this 17 4X car. Ten drives it in there pretty deep. Oh, and he makes contact with the 17. Well, Quadros making contact with the left rear of the 17, sending him around. And caution out for a fourth time now. We got Mike Bruno actually coming to pit road here for a pit stop. Mraz coming in also. Now, unfortunately, on iRacing, pit crews aren't shown like they are in real, like if you're actually in the car driving. So you get the simulated pit stop with crew members kind of standing around talking to each other. You know, 4 tires of fuel and everybody pulls away. Just listening to some of the guys chat here as they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And we should get one to go this time by. Now, league races will be nothing like this. Recruiting races are always having cautions early, and then it spreads out once people leave, and then it gets going. But league races will be a lot cleaner than this. I can definitely attest for that. But you got to do these kind of races because you want to see what drivers take this stuff serious, who's here just to have a good old time, and you want to get those good drivers into the league so that you have the best series possible. There you go. Pace car going to pull off and go back racing at lap 29. Keys on the pedal. Barlow going to move the P2, but leaves the inside open as Blade Timmons going to take it easily. This bottom groove is the way to get around here. Here comes Quadros in the 10. He's a really late breaker into the corner. And that's how he's been able to take some of these positions away. But unfortunately, doing that, you can make contact with other cars or push up the track mid-corner, so on and so forth. Scott Wise and Anthony Hanley, they're side by side. Scott takes the position away. Here comes the 19 on fresh tires. Mike Bruno in that gearhead car. Oh, the 10 gets sent up the track of Quadros. He's able to hold on to her. And now caution's out for the 5th time. And Casey Duncan is spun around again. See how this one breaks out. Ooh, 44 gets in the back of the 21. To start with, Bellerby must not have been happy with that move by the 21. And then he goes up the track. Chris does. And then just gets loose. And that brings caution out again. So 5 cautions in the first 30 laps of this race. You know, I always appreciate all the feedback from viewers who watch the broadcast and share their opinions and things like that. I always appreciate all the viewers that are able to chat on the stream. I didn't expect many tonight because it's usually when I go on a broadcast at the last minute. Obviously, nobody knows what's going on, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, he's broadcasting. Bam. So it's like not usually that big of a number. So I do appreciate those who did get in here and might get in here in the next little bit. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Should get one to go this time by. We'll go back racing here at lap 37. Again, the trucks. The truck series. Friday nights, we'll be racing at 9 o'clock Eastern time, Friday evening. And then this series here will run at 8 o'clock on Sunday evening throughout the season for 15 weeks. There's a chase involved and a whole lot of money involved, a whole lot of sponsors involved. And it's going to be definitely, I think, one of the best seasons that this league has had coming up this season with the drivers they have and so much and so forth. All right, here we go. Pace car going to pull off, and Keys back to the green flag. Now, if the lights are on, they might actually wake up a little bit here and get some good racing in. But as I mentioned before, recruiting races, you're going to get whoopsies. You got people not used to racing with each other, and that kind of thing's going to happen. They say that 60 gets loose. Nice save on his part. Cole Gray there. That Miller Light car gets a glove save and a beauty. Oh, somebody tail happy back there in turn 2. Is that Mraz again? Yep, Andrew in that 28. Branch under attack right now as the 24 of Casey Barlow is going to go by. Going to bring Mike Bruno with him. As I mentioned, that inside line, that is the place to be at Martinsville. Mraz making a pass inside of Donald Stewart for a position. Meanwhile, up here in the lead, Keys trying to hold off Blaine Tibbins. And caution back out. It appears Scott Wise has gone around in the 31 car, turn 2. Hearing that it was a self-spin, so let's see what happens to the 31. Well, he gets run over by Anthony Hanley, who was in a fight with the 21 car. And around goes Sam. And caution out for a 6th time. And I'm going to take a quick second to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, back at Martinsville we are. And it looks like they're calling for single file restarts for this restart. Oh, I think it was to get a car around. That's what they were doing there. Okay. Looks like Keys is having a little bit of a screen freezing issue, so hopefully that'll work itself out. Sometimes they do. As Keys leads them back to the green with Blade Timmons, and I don't know, Keys just having issues getting through the gears. Oh, 19 gets into the leader, and that's going to get Blade the lead. And almost to rewind down here into turn 1. Everybody sorts itself out as the battle continues here. Branch underneath the 24. Barlow not able to take the position away here. Back here comes Hanel back into the picture after spinning out early in this race. One car getting loose back here. Is that Hanley? Nice save on his part. Or actually, it was Bellerby. The 44, and even a better save on his part. As he lets the 31 go by. Oh, and Donald Stewart gets turned into the wall, but he's still straight. No caution. .25 cars spun over in turn 3 and 4, and that brings caution out. Tim Marlowe has gone around. And unfortunately, of course, I'm going to forget the character's name off the top of my head here. Marvin the Martian goes to a ride in turn 4. And the current 36 space modulator. Let's see what happens at 25. Down to turn 3 and 4. Back end just comes around. So not sure if he has his brake bias. Whoa, 71 kilometers. I'm not sure if he has a brake bias thing or something there, but that car just snapped around on him and brings a caution out. Race off pit road going to be won by the 43 as Mraz stays out. Get next the first race of the season next Friday and Sunday night. For the Truck Series, they will be in Talladega, so will the Cup Series. Everybody's doubling up, and we got a lap car coming around getting a lucky dog. This is going to be good. So Mraz and wrong button. Mraz and Brandt's going to stay out here and take the green flag. Brandt and Mraz are teammates, so easy to see that Jason will probably let Andrew in line here. But Andrew pitted at lap 25. Jason has not pitted yet. There they go. So Andrew's going to cross the line. He'll move down, and they'll be single file to turn 1. That's the plan behind that restart right there between teammates. Unfortunately, Duncan did not get a good restart, or else they could be 1, 2, 3 right now. But, you know. And here come the fresh tires right behind them of Blade Timmons. Oh, and Casey's going to get turned again. Let's see what happens. Tough accident there as KC drives it in there. So got a slower pace here. And KC's running about a half a car length up. The 43 tried to, I think, fill that little gap in, and there's not room there. And there's contact unfortunately made. And that brings out the caution. All right, so 8th caution out. And again, this should be expected in a recruiting race. I kind of expected this kind of thing to happen, and that's where we get to talk and have a good time on chat and stuff like that. But recruiting races turn into something like this. But league racing, you usually don't get things like this because then you get drivers who know each other very well, and they'll come to a track like Martinsville, and you might see 8 total cautions in the race period, which ends up being like a 200 to 250 lap race when it's over with. Unfortunately, this is a short track, and you got cars out here that aren't used to racing with each other, and you're going to have accidents. Those kind of things are going to happen. And then you got resets, and there's so many factors that create this kind of race to happen. All right, pace car going to pull off here. Bellerby leaving a big gap here behind second place. Not sure if that's planned or something there. A green flag comes back out, and Bellerby's going to fall all the way back into the 4th position as Mraz gets away from teammate Jason Branch. Back here, the 60 car, Cole Gray to the inside of the 31 of Scott Wise. The boss man, actually Lawrence the boss man. And I say that as in woman, but she's the boss. No questions to be asked there. Three wide down the front straightaway as Key's going to take it in there. And one car spinning, and that's Hanley. And that brings out another caution. The torque wrench number 88 goes around and brings out caution number 9. right, going to come back to green here. 50 laps to go as we wrap up the 9th caution of the night. Unfortunately, I think by the end of the night, we're going to have more caution laps and green flag laps, but that's the way it goes. That's once again the teammate's going to go to work on this restart. Now, for those new to watching an iRacing stream, basically what happens is we'll get these last 48 laps or so done, and then we usually will talk to the top 3 drivers, maybe a couple more depending on the situation and so on and so forth, and go from there. Tonight we'll just broadcast the race, and then that'll be it afterwards, as we just want to get this out there on the air tonight. Appreciate iHeart Radio for being a part of the broadcast, and looking forward to some more racing here throughout this BPRL season. As once again Mraz on the pedal, leads him down to turn 1. And Bellerby has gone around. No caution yet, and he's clear now if he can spin it back around before the leaders get here. Ooh, Branch up the track and open room for the 43. Let's actually go on board with Timmons here. Timmons in the Ally number 43. These cars are running the low downforce 750 package, which is the traditional Cup package. Branch, it's Branch up the track, gives room for Barlow. Key's going to go by. So Branch having issues over in turn number 1 and 2, going to lose multiple positions as Mraz comes up on the back bumper. Bellaby, who has not had the best of a couple laps here, of course, got spun out. Now he's being threatened to go a lap down. Andrew communicates with the 44 and makes the pass. Let's look for the best battle on the track. It's what we like to do, and it's a battle here for the 7th position. Scott Wise inside of Casey Barlow. Got the 60 behind him, Cole Gray. Barlow slides way up almost to the rubber on the track. You never want to get up outside that gray. The concrete caution comes back out as the 88 is spun around again. Anthony Hanley has had, he's having even more issues. And caution comes out with 40 laps to go. Oh, 78 slams the inside wall, and Hanley goes spinning to avoid him. That triggers the caution coming off. So not a good night for Hanley as Mraz brings his car to pit road. Once again, pit stops. A lot of the top 10 back in. Branch on pit road. Scott Wise, Cole Gray, Davis, Marlowe, Stewart, Turner, all on pit road for tires and fuel here. This with just 40 laps to go in this race. And Blade Timmons will take the lead back from the pole. And he's had his own adventurous night so far. Let's take a minute. We're going to use the Discord page of the BPRL. And we're going to throw up the schedule, what you're going to see. Let's start with this Clash schedule. I believe this is what they are calling the A Series this season. Is going to be the Clash Series, which was the name of the Xfinity Series last season. It'll start at Talladega next week. Of course, Auto Club Speedway the following week. Then May 2nd, New Hampshire on the 1 mile flat track. Then we go to Vegas for a night race on May the 9th, right before Mother's Day weekend. We'll go to Watkins Glen, Indianapolis. Then we take Memorial Day weekend off. And then we go over to Lucas Oil Raceway. How about this? The Cup car is on a short track. We're going to get that at Lucas Oil Raceway, the old IRP. That'll be on the 6th of June. So we'll spend 3 weeks in Indianapolis, apparently. And then take another week off for Father's Day and come back for iRacing Super Speedway, the 3 mile oval there. Darlington, another off week for 4th of July. And in Chicago before the chase begins. Dover, Martinsville, Michigan, Bristol, Atlanta, Richmond, and finish up at Homestead next season. Now, I believe, I'm going to look at the truck schedule. I believe that is actually the same schedule. Let me just take a look at that. Out of curiosity here, let's see. Talladega Auto Club, New Hampshire, Vegas. Yeah. There's a couple differences. Let's show you the truck schedule real quickly. The biggest difference I notice is right there, Eldora. Instead of Lucas Oil Raceway on the schedule, that is probably the biggest change, and I think that's about it. And there's a interleague all-star race also in the middle of that schedule. So there you go. All those races coming up, all of them here on Captain TV, broadcasting live on YouTube. Appreciate everybody watching. As always, appreciate all the subscribers. And here we go. Timmons back to the green flag. Almost swapped lanes before the start. That's a no-no. And up the track goes Keys, and a mistake. And that's going to allow the 21 of Kmeyer to get by. And they hit each other. Here comes, we almost had a 4x3 wide sandwich. All four of the 4X members who are here tonight right there side by side with each other. If I went to Discord right now, their channel would be really fun to hear. Keys is getting bounced around like a ping pong ball. These guys all back here on newer tires. Timmons already out to an 0.8 of a second lead. Let's continue this battle here. Scott Wise kind of watching right there behind him. Marlowe getting loose back there. Tried to go under Mraz, not able to take the position away. And now Branch up the track. Almost makes contact with his teammate. So, and there goes Mraz around. And hit caution comes out again. Let's see what happens to the 28 here. It's already spun around at this moment. There's the contact, 14 and 25, coming out turn 4. Branch up the track, and then, once again, 3 wide. And Mraz loses the back end and smacks the wall. Now, I'm going to quiet my mic and go lighten the mood up over that channel for a second. I'll be right back. All right, back IR. Hey, at least they're happy down there and having a good time. That's all that matters. I think in a league race, that would not be a fun channel to be in down there. Here we go. Green flag about to come back out. With Blaine Simmons in the lead, Chris Kmeyer, Branch, Marlowe, Wise, Gray. Now, let's watch Kmeyer. He has been sending it into the corners each time. Oh, and he doorbangs Branch. And spins him around. And Branch saves it somehow. No caution. .25 getting down into the 24. And Marlowe up the track into the wall now. Seems like some of the patience might have run out of some of these cars as Scott Wise drives it up the track now. Cole Grado is inside. Once again, Kmeyer locking up the fronts. I mean, this guy is locking up the fronts almost every corner. Oh, and Branch gets turned by his teammate. So caution down once again. Me and Lauren are actually talking right now on chat. So we'll have 20 laps to go this time by. We have it set up where I we have a way of chatting. We're talking about some different things right now about the league and stuff like that. They always ask me, for advice and things, and and I could see it from up top here myself, so I could share some stuff, and I'll show that real quickly. This is the telemetry I use from SDK Gaming, all the stuff here, and this is the little chat box. I have her number up, so I can just sit here and type it through to her, and she can read it, and we'll talk. You guys can't hear her chatting with me, but we're talking about everything in the race and so on and so forth. Timmons leading it back to the green. Scott Wise, Cole Gray, Barlow, and Keys. Let's see if we can get 20 green. Everybody getting scattered out. Cole Gray, really haven't said his name too much tonight. A couple times, almost some incidents, but look at this number 60 Miller Lite Ford working its way up. Here comes Mraz. He makes the pass. And back to the inside again. Now, Mraz has the freshest tires pretty much out of the bunch outside of Casey Duncan. Not sure if he took tires at 99. We'll have to see, though. And caution out for the 13th time. The 44 has gone around again. See what happens to Bellerby. Got the 42 there of 42, Paul Turner. And there he goes, loop-de-loop, self spins it. Keeps it off the wall. Just a simple 180. Have fun again here for a second. Please tell me that went on over. It didn't work. Dadgummit. Oh, that's why. I'm trying to type a message out to everybody. Have a little fun with them. There we go. Ten 4 confirmed. better car missing. So I made a joke. We were having a little fun. It's a recruiting race. So I said everybody 8th place on back has to turn their car backwards and go the other way, kind of like Tony Stewart said once. And they're all joking like, well, it could happen. All right, here we go. Going to go back green with 10 laps to go. Scott Wise going to try to beat Blade Timmons to the line here and see if he can get the lead here. Blade's on the pedal. Scott kind of spins him a little bit. Mraz spins him a little bit. And back to racing. Appreciate iHeart Radio for allowing us to broadcast this recruiting race tonight. I know it's not been the cleanest. We've had some cautions tonight, but as I mentioned, recruiting races are like this. I promise the league races are awesome and going to be a lot of fun this season. So looking forward to all the sponsorships being a part of the broadcast and all the great drivers that are in this league. A lot of these drivers aren't even in the league, and who knows who signs up for the league. But I will say this. A lot of the drivers who are still in the league are now in the front of this race because they know how to keep it clean and save their cars. As Andrew Mraz has moved up to second, he's got the fresher tires as Tim Marlowe has gone around again over here in turn 2 and brings out the 14th caution. All right, so as again, I'm having fun with chat. I might turn chat on, but I don't want a bad word to go over the air. It could happen easily. So we are going to get another restart here with 4 laps to go. Mraz is practicing his restarts, I think. Here we go, going to come to the green flag with 3 to go. Oh, never mind. Pace car stays out. So this became a green-white checker all of a sudden. An unofficial green-white checker. We have not hit the 120 mark yet. All right, here we go. Pace car going to pull off here. Let's see who can pull this off. Green-white checker style. 2 laps to go from the paperclip in Martinsville Speedway. Here we go. Mraz spins the tires. And that's going to get Anthony Keys up to second and they're wrecking in the front. See how this one transpires. It's going to happen back towards the 42 of Paul Turner and Casey Duncan. A lot of cars spinning the tires, and bam. And now we do have an official green-white checker. Oh, I'm going to mute channel and go talk to the guys in Discord again. This can be funny. All right, let's go back live. Whoopsies, I hit the wrong button. Let's try green-white checker number 1. Oh, and around goes the 14, and 31 goes with him. Caution back out. Let's see who brought this wreck out. Scott gets loose. So does the 14. 25 piles in. And then the 60 turns KC. And we'll have a second green-white checker. Let me see here. They've run 127 laps. Here, I'm going to do some math real quickly. right, so we're going to try it again here. I don't know why, but I just decided to do that math real quick. All right, here we go. Gonna go back green. This is the second green-white checker. I think this is the last one. There might be a third one. Let's just get to the white flag. Oh, Donald Stewart sends it in there, spins the leaders out. And that is the final lap, so this race will be over. Casey Barlow's going to win this thing. Wow. Scott Wise is over here high-sided in turn 4. And there's the, well, it's supposed to be the checkered flag, but Barney's, I think he's so habited of raising the yellow flag, he just decided to wave the yellow flag for the finish, too. So Barlow wins this thing over Branch and Bellerby. Anyhow. I am going to go ahead and stop and appreciate iHeart Radio for sponsoring the race. Unfortunate the way it went tonight, but that is what it is. It's short track racing for you on a Sunday night. And remember, as I always like to say, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!